Well, hi everybody. It is Joy Packard. How are you guys doing today? It is Thursday and it is absolutely gorgeous today. It's been kind of raining over here, and so I'm looking outside and I see the sun, and I thought I would take a little bit of a break from what I was doing and say a quick hello to you. A lot of times I see you guys in the evenings whenever I have some time, and I can't believe that, I have a day where there's quiet moments in the house. So I thought I would take advantage of it, and I would say hi to you guys and hope that you guys are doing well. Many of you have heard, many of you have, know that, our family will be moving in the summer. And so I've been doing some amazing shedding. And so I thought I would share with you some thoughts on that. I've been doing a lot of, I guess, studying, and a lot of, over the last few years, just really trying to simplify. I'm not really to the minimalist point yet where, I can live as a minimalist, but I am, I guess if there's a word, a simplest. I'm always making up words. So anyway, today I feel so good because, I think I share with you, the different things that we do the night before, to where we have our to-do list, the way that we have, the things that we have to get done in a day. And I have my little book, and, I was looking through it the other day, and, there's simple things that are on my mind. I'm not sure about you, but a lot of times I have to take the time to write it down lately, especially as soon as I think about it. Like simple things like, I have to go and, email this person tomorrow about such and such, or I'm going to forget it. And I'm normally pretty good about remembering stuff like that. But lately, I have to write myself reminders, and that's okay. If you have to set your alarm on your phone, if you have to write in your little booklet and your little journals to remind you, it's okay, because we are moving forward, right? So um, I just wanted to share with you this method that I'm doing. And I've talked about this before. I've talked about this on my podcast, which that's why I'm about to fix this microphone properly, but it's kind of broken to where it can, usually it's down or whatever for the podcasting. But it was interesting today because I was listening to another podcast, and you know how things happen in your life where someone shows up for a reason, or something show up for a reason. And it's awesome because it's like, I needed to hear that today, or I needed to run into that person today. And, today was one of those days, because one of the reasons that I have not been able to do any podcasting is because I've had such a noisy house, and I have, that excuse of saying, well, I'll do it, whenever there's quiet in the house. Well, this guy and his podcast today was talking about that very same thing. And it was almost like I was scrolling, and, I just picked one. I usually pick my podcast episode the night before of what I'm going to listen to. So this morning I picked this one, and he was specifically talking about how he was making the excuse to not podcast and record his podcastings because he had to have his setup, exactly right with his laptop. So he had a microphone that he recommended, and I'm so excited to get it because he was podcasting in his car, he was podcasting in his traveling. And, I do a lot of traveling. I do a lot of, I'm in my car a lot. And so it was really nice to hear a suggestion of what I can use. Anyway, so I am excited to be able to do that. So I'll be able to podcast in my car, on the beach, different things, and test out that microphone. So anyway, this idea of the shedding. And so what I've been doing, because we are moving, is I don't want it to creep up upon myself. I've moved so many times in my life. I know how it is to where when you wait till last minute, things kind of pile up on you, and you get stressed out, and you're trying to get rid of things, trying to pack things up. And so I'm starting early. And what I'm doing is, like, in my mind, I'm visualizing walking through my front door. And I start with the room on the right because it's probably the cleanest in the house. It has the piano and it has different things in it. And I go through every single piece. I pick up a lamp, or this is a pen, but I'll pick up a lamp over there, or I'll pick up a decoration, or I'll pick up stuff, and I'll go piece by piece. I'm going to be doing room by room, and ask myself, does this piece make me happy? Does it serve me? I think I've talked about this before, because Although I'm not getting into a minimalist life, I am trying to be more simple. And when we move, we're actually thinking about just, moving into a condo for a few years and being simple. We're only going to have one child with us out of the eight. And so it's interesting how, my mind is thinking about, I want that feng shui feeling, to where like when I'm in a room, like I don't want to feel cluttered. I don't want to feel like I have so much stuff, because sometimes we feel like having stuff will make us happy. And in reality, stuff makes us feel anxiety. It does me. I don't know about you, but I've read some studies about it, read articles about it on how it does, like when you have too much stuff, right? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going room by room, and it's feeling amazing. So my goal every day is to pick 5 to 8 things and put it on this site called Garage Sale with a V. I'm not sure if you have that in your area. It's awesome because you literally are in a neighborhood, and when you have stuff, you can it's very trusting because most people in this neighborhood have cameras, doorbell cameras. But even if not, it's like what you're selling is like all usually below $5, or simple stuff, or sometimes higher. But I'm just saying, like, I'm taking the items that are clutter in my brain in the room, and I'm just getting rid of it. And it's nice because, like, normally I usually give it to Goodwill, but I don't know. I'm feeling some satisfaction and going through and shedding this way, and, being able to earn some money. That's what I do on Amazon. This is a simple way because I literally, you put it out on your porch, and, they come and pick it up. So they do a porch pickup. So I've been feeling amazing as far as that goes. Like, like I say, I'm starting with this room over here, and whenever I'm done with that room, by the time we move, like in say May, and we're starting to pack up stuff, it's going to be easier to pack because I've cleared my mind of the things that I don't want to bring. And so this method, is not only for when you're moving. This is a great method to do on a daily basis, with your mind, with your projects. I'm always constantly writing down, my projects. This is in December, and I always have like a brainstorm page, and that can change from day to day and month to month, week to week. But I'm constantly like focusing on simplifying, on shedding, on organizing, on being on top of things. And the new year kind of does that for me. But I also talk about how every day, that's the name of my next podcast. My son and I were talking the other day, and he's like, every day should be January the 1st. Because a lot of times, we get involved with the New Year's resolutions, and, we write these things down and we want to get these things done. But in reality, wouldn't it be awesome to every single day wake up and say, it's another January 1st. So I'm going to begin my diet. I'm going to begin my new business. I'm going to do this or that. But if every day were like that, and that's what's exciting to me, because lately I'm just so excited for 2019. I have, my first retreat that we're going to be scheduling. We have our Simples on Seller event happening in April here in Houston at simplesonseller.com. So there's like a lot of shifting, a lot of changes, a lot of exciting things. And I'm excited to get rid of things. Like I'm super excited to just, when we have this move, to bring with me the things that are going to bring me peace, that are going to make me happy. And so as you are doing this method of the shedding, it's going to make you feel happier. Because, like I say, sometimes we feel or think that by having things, the things will make us happy. But when we have things, the things break down, the things need to be replaced, the things get broken, the things, the things are just things. And so I want you to think of a time when, like I can think of a time like sometimes when I stay in a hotel room when I'm traveling, I go into the hotel room. What do they have? It's just like a bed, a desk, the basic necessities of what we need. And so, like I say, even though I'm not going toward complete minimalist, I am going to where I'm trying to get rid of the clutter. And I talk about clutter so much because it stops us from progressing, like, with our business and different things that we're doing. And so I encourage you to, if you are not, begin shedding and see how it makes you feel. Like whenever, it's almost like, I don't know about you, but like today's garbage day, right? And I saw the garbage truck a while ago. And, you know, we always have the most garbage on the street because we always have so many people at our house. But whenever they come and get the garbage, you know, and throw it in that truck and smash it and crush it, I feel the sense of, I don't know, peace when our garbage is being taken, because it's like, okay, that's out of my life, you know, and I never have to look at it again. And it just gives me this feeling of, you know, being able to be clear, to have clarity, to be focused. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And I hope you guys have learned something from this. I know that it teaches me something every single day, and I love to share with you the thoughts of what can help me. So anyway, I hope that you are having sun wherever you are. It's so sunny outside today. I'm all about weather. It just makes me happy. So, all right, you guys take care. I will talk to you guys soon.